Close your eyes. Take a breath. Not just any breath, but one you truly feel. Follow it in. Feel the cool air entering your nostrils, the slight expansion in your chest. Now, let it go. Not just the breath, but everything else. Every thought, every weight, every lingering yesterday. Right now, in this moment, there is nothing missing. No past, no future, only this breath. The mind will resist, it will pull you away, it will remind you of unfinished business, whisper doubts, replay old conversations. That's what it does. It thrives on time, on the illusion that life is somewhere else, waiting for you. But where is life if not here? Show me the past. Hold the future in your hands. They exist only as thoughts, flickering shadows cast by the mind. But this moment, this breath is real. Drop into it. Feel the space around you, not just the objects, but the stillness between them. That stillness is alive. The gaps between sounds, the silence between words. Listen. There is a presence there, beneath all noise. Most people live as if they are running a race, chasing some distant finish line, more success, more love, more validation. But have you ever noticed? Each time you reach a goal, the mind doesn't rest. It sets a new target. It moves the line. And so you chase a horizon that never arrives. Step out of the race. Drop the illusion. What if the peace you're seeking isn't ahead but here? What if enlightenment is not a destination but the absence of resistance to this moment? Imagine standing by the ocean, watching the waves roll in. This is how thoughts work. This is how crash with force. This is how thoughts work. This is how emotions work. They rise, they fall, but beneath them, the ocean remains. You are not the waves. You are the ocean. Right now, there is nothing to fix, nothing to prove, no one to impress. You are already enough. Breathe into that truth. Let it settle into your bones. Feel the warmth of being alive, the energy in your fingertips, the rhythm of your heartbeat. This is life speaking to you. Not tomorrow, not yesterday. Now. Stay here, stay present. Dive deep into now. Everything you seek, everything you long for exists only in this moment. The mind tells a different story. It weaves the past into an identity, shaping who you think you are. It projects a future filled with desires, fears, and endless possibilities. But where is life happening? Not in the past, which exists only as memory, not in the future, which is merely an idea. Life is always now. Close your eyes and notice your breath. Feel the air entering your body. That sensation is real. The thoughts that come and go, the stories they tell, those are just echoes of time. The moment you truly see this, something shifts. You are no longer lost in mental noise. You wake up from the dream of past and future and step into reality. Look around you, the colors, the sounds, the sensations on your skin. This is where life unfolds, not in the regrets of yesterday or the worries of tomorrow, but in this breath, this heartbeat, this presence. Right now, nothing is missing. Right now you are alive. The only question is, are you here for it or lost in a world that does not exist? The mind is restless. It pulls you in every direction, scattering your attention like leaves in the wind. Even when you try to be present, thoughts creep in, reminders of unfinished tasks, echoes of past conversations, worries about what comes next. This is the mind's nature, to keep you moving, to keep you untangled in time. Have you ever noticed how quickly a quiet moment is filled with noise? You sit in stillness, and almost instantly thoughts emerge, some subtle, some loud, all demanding your attention. They whisper doubts, replay old wounds, build stories about who you are and who you should be. The mind does not want to rest, because its power comes from keeping you distracted. But you are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that notices them. Step back for a moment. Watch the mind as if you were watching clouds drifting across the sky. Some are dark, some are light, but none of them are you. The more you observe without attachment, the more space opens between you and the thoughts that try to control you. And in that space you discover something profound. Beneath the mental noise there is a presence, a stillness, a truth untouched by time. There is a presence beneath everything, a quiet awareness that has always been there, waiting to be noticed. It exists in the spaces between sounds, in the stillness before a thought arises, in the pause between one breath and the next. But most people never stop long enough to feel it. The mind craves movement, noise, and distraction, filling every gap with thoughts, opinions, and endless mental commentary. Yet what happens when you listen, not to the words, but to the silence that holds them? Close your eyes for a moment. Notice the silence in the room, the space between each sound. Even in a crowded place, there is a stillness beneath the noise, a depth untouched by movement. That stillness is not separate from you, it is you. It is the part of you that remains unchanged no matter what happens. The awareness that watches without judgment, without fear. When you touch this space, even for a moment, something shifts. The need to react, to chase, to resist, dissolves. There is no pressure, no urgency, no lack, just presence, just being. The more you sink into this, the more you realize that this stillness is not empty. It is alive, vibrant, and full. The mind is always searching, always moving, always reaching for something just out of grasp. It tells you that happiness is just beyond the next achievement, the next relationship, the next success. And for a brief moment when you get what you want, there is a sense of fulfillment. But then the mind moves the goalpost. It whispers, "What's next?" And suddenly the contentment fades, replaced by a new longing, a new chase. No matter how much you accomplish, the future always dangles something more in front of you. A better job, a bigger house, greater recognition, always something just beyond reach. And so you run, thinking that peace will come when you finally arrive. But have you ever arrived? Has there ever been a moment when the mind said, "This is enough"? Pause. Look around. What if the peace you are searching for isn't in the future at all? What if it has been here all along, hidden beneath the endless chase? The mind will never be satisfied because it is designed to keep moving, but you are not your mind. Step out of the race. See the beauty in what is here now. In this moment, nothing is missing. Thoughts come and go, emotions rise and fall, yet something in you remains unchanged. Most people identify with their thoughts, believing that every passing worry, every fleeting feeling is who they are. But are you truly the voice in your head? Or are you the one who hears it? Imagine standing at the shore, watching the waves crash and recede. Some are gentle, some violent, some unpredictable. But no matter how chaotic the surface becomes, the ocean itself remains vast and untouched. Your thoughts and emotions are like those waves, temporary, ever-changing, but beneath them there is a stillness, a depth that is never disturbed. That is who you are. Right now, thoughts may be pulling you into the past, into the future, into stories of fear, regret, or anticipation. But you don't have to fight them. Fighting a wave does not stop it from rising. Instead, step back, observe, watch the mind as if it were a passing storm, knowing that no storm lasts forever. The moment you stop identifying with your thoughts, they lose their power over you. You realize that you are not the waves, not the storm, but the vast, still presence beneath it all. There is nothing missing from this moment. Nothing to fix, nothing to chase, nothing to prove. The mind may tell you otherwise. It thrives on the idea that you must become something more, that you must achieve something greater to be complete. But who told you that you were incomplete? Who convinced you that you had to earn your own worth? From the moment we are born, we are conditioned to believe we are not enough. We are taught to seek validation from others, to measure our worth by accomplishments, to compare ourselves endlessly. And so we spend our lives trying to fill a void that was never really there. But if you pause, if you take a breath and drop all the striving, you will see a simple truth. You are already whole. You do not need to accomplish more to be worthy. You do not need to prove yourself to deserve love. The trees do not strive to be more tree-like. The sun does not question if it shines brightly enough. The ocean does not compare its waves to another. They simply are, and so are you. Right now, without changing a thing, you are already complete. You always have been. Life is not in the past, not in the future, but here, speaking to you in every breath, in every heartbeat, in every sensation that arises in this moment. Yet, Most people are too distracted to listen. They live lost in thought, caught in memories of yesterday, or worries about tomorrow, missing the very life unfolding in front of them. Right now, your body is alive with energy. Feel the air moving in and out of your lungs. Feel the warmth in your hands, the subtle vibration in your fingertips, the steady rhythm of your heart. None of this requires effort. It is simply happening. Life is flowing through you, effortless, unstoppable. You do not need to control it, fix it, or improve it. You only need to notice it. Step outside and listen, not just to the obvious sounds, but to the silence beneath them. Watch the sky, not just the clouds, but the vast open space that holds them. Life is always communicating, always revealing itself, not in words, but in presence. Every moment is an invitation to wake up from the mind's illusions and experience reality as it is, alive, vibrant, and infinitely complete. Right now, in this very moment, there is nowhere else to be. There is nothing to chase, nothing to escape, nothing to fix. The mind may try to pull you away, convincing you that something is missing, that fulfillment lies somewhere else in the future, in a goal, in another version of yourself. But this is the great illusion. Life is not waiting for you somewhere ahead. It is here, now, unfolding in each breath, in each heartbeat, in the space between thoughts. Most people live on the surface of life, caught in endless distractions, lost in the noise of their own minds. But beneath all of it, there is something deeper, something more real than any thought or emotion. It is presence itself, the silent awareness that has always been here. The moment you stop resisting, the moment you stop searching for something outside of this now, you sink into it. You feel the depth of being, the richness of simply existing without needing anything to be different. Breathe, feel, drop the mind's endless stories and rest in what is. There is no future moment where life will begin. It has already begun. Dive deep into now. There is nothing beyond this moment. No past to cling to, no future to chase, only the breath you are taking, the awareness that is here, the life that is unfolding now. The mind will always try to pull you away, convincing you that fulfillment lies somewhere else, that peace is something to be earned, that you are not yet enough. But that is an illusion. You have always been here. The search ends when you realize there was never anything missing. The waves of thought and emotion may rise and fall, but beneath them you remain untouched. Presence is not something to attain, it is who you already are. When you step out of the race, when you stop chasing what was never lost, you discover what has been waiting all along. Life is not in the past or the future, it is now, right now, in this breath, in this silence, in this being. Nothing to resist, nothing to fix, nothing to prove, only presence, only awareness, only this moment, infinitely complete. Dive deep into now, and you will see you were never anywhere else.